Hello, POs. How's everybody doing today? I hope all is well with you and yours. Guys, I was kind of compelled this morning to do this video that I'm about to talk about. Not going to try to hold you too long. But I was just watching a live. It is still going on as we speak, but by the time I upload my video, the live may have ended. I'm not for certain. But it's a live that Cheryl Grabowski is conducting. And she's talking to her viewers, but she's also talking to Silas, the mukbanger, okay? The reporter, the mukbanger. And a lot of things that I've noticed Cheryl speaking on, it seems to me that it can be a little misleading. And you got to be careful, Cheryl, because it would be probably better if you would tie a big boat around your body and just throw it in the sea somewhere than to mislead all my these people. And guys, listen, I get it. You know, sometimes we just have this thing about magnifying ourselves, you know, especially when we feel like we have arrived somewhere. You know, we've gotten bigger than whatever, you know. That's what caused Almighty Chosen Ones to be in the position that they're in today, because they magnified themselves before God and they turned their back on the Creator and all sorts of things that they ought not have done. And like I said, when you feel like you have gotten larger than life in whatever terms that you feel have made you become large, just be careful, because trouble can ensue. Trouble can ensue. Let the buyer beware, okay? Because, Cheryl, I don't recall you talking in this mightily way that you're talking when I first began watching you. And I started watching you, like I said, maybe a couple of years ago. You were more of a humbled, kind of like a humbled spirit. But now it's like, you know, because your subscriber count is going up, it's like you've magnified yourself. You're larger than life. You're over everybody. People are going to be working for you and this, that, and the other. That's the attitude that got our people in the heap of hurt that we find ourselves in today. Just be careful and be forewarned that you got to check yourself before you wreck yourself, honey. You got to be careful, because once they can get on your trail, it's hard to shake them. It's hard to shake them. So you better just try to do some homework, do whatever groundwork. And, you know, I know you probably know the word, but you better probably read it again until you get a better understanding of it, because sometimes the word isn't what we was told it was. Sometimes we have to keep reading that word until we can prayerfully get Almighty to make it make sense for us, okay? Sometimes human will try to, they will try to give you an understanding, but it just may be not always the correct understanding, the understanding that you should be getting from it. But I just come to say, Cheryl, that yeah, all is magnifying yourself. Be careful, because it can take you places that you probably never even meant to go. But because of that ego can get out of control. And with that, you find yourself someplace you don't want to be. So, we're all created in Almighty's image, okay? We all have special talents. We all have, faults. We all have this, that, and some more stuff. But for you to sit there and think that because you got 13,000, I think, or 13,000, that, you've arrived in life. And oh my Lord, you're heading for destruction, honey, and I don't know if you understand it. You think you're going to greater pastures, but you're going to some place where you're going to figure out that it's not what you thought it was going to be. You're going to figure that out. It's going to be a heap of hurt. I'm telling you, it's not a good thing. You have to be careful what you're saying in front of Almighty Chosen. You sit there and you say, well, this is not about God. You told one of your subscribers or your viewers, I'm gonna how do you say, you was gonna block him because he was trying to talk about Almighty and we're not talking about God. And then 2 minutes later, you was talking about God. So your ego is kind of reaching, and it's getting out of control from where I'm sitting and what I'm seeing and looking and listening to. It's getting out of control. But if you want to head towards destruction, baby, feel free. I can't stop you. No one can. The only one who can is yourself. And all this stuff about intro, outro, and by the way, there is such thing as outro. But you just running off at the face just so your head is pumped up and you done blew it up and magnified it so much until now can't nobody say nothing to you, tell you nothing because you just think you the stuff. And you gotta be careful about uplifting yourself so much because the Creator, you can pump yourself up all you want to, but He has a way of bringing people down. And when that happens, that drop is going to be hard. It's going to be a hard drop. So you let God elevate you. You don't sit there and try to elevate yourself. Because when God lifts you up, it's going to be hard for man to try to drop you down. It's just going to be hard for man to try to do it. So you need to let God elevate you, Almighty. I'm talking about the Creator. I ain't talking about none, whoever, all this other stuff that people worshiping and stuff like. I'm talking about the one and only Creator. I'm talking about the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's who I'm talking about. I ain't talking about nobody other God, because I know there's a lot of other gods out here that people are worshiping, and I'm not talking about none of them. I'm talking about the one who created everything. You let Him magnify you, lift you up. And the world won't be able to take you down, no matter what they do and how they do it. But if you sitting there trying to elevate yourself because you got 13K and you feeling like, I've arrived. Girl, be careful. Be careful. Because somebody once said, I heard it somewhere before, who you want to make God laugh? Tell him what your plans are, baby. Tell him what your plans are. So you just be careful because you're doing a lot of, and listen, there's no harm in us being proud of our accomplishments and things like that, but we got to understand we can't go but so far with that because that's what's got our people in the shape we're in today. All of this glorified and going after strange gods and puffing ourselves up, and you just listen, let the buyer beware. Let the buyer beware. I'm going to go ahead on and get up out of here. I just come to say that. You let God elevate you. and there won't be a man around. Pink, brown, yellow, purple, or whatever color you want to put on it, because it ain't no such thing as no colors, because there's no white or black people. It's just the human race. It's just that we were here a lot longer than a whole lot of others. But you ain't got to believe me. You can go and search that out too. Okay? And it's funny, we go to people who we once taught to teach us something about ourselves. I don't get it, but I get it. Okay. I'm going to get on up out of here. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thanks for watching. I just had that urge. I had to come and say what I had to come and say. You know, Almighty, let him be the one to uplift. Let him elevate you. And that's to anybody. That's to anybody. You let Almighty elevate you, and there won't be a thing man can do to bring you down. Nada. Nothing. Zero. Okay? Y'all have a great, great day. Almighty peace and blessings to each and every one of you. Be safe out there. I love you, and I mean it, guys. Just stay safe. Thanks for watching.